what's bloppin'? It's your girl. Back to tell you more stories about my past job experiences. But before we jump into that, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on how our new little computer's been doing. Ever since the last video, he's been adjusting to his new surroundings, you know, finding his new little places and favorite parts of the apartment. Definitely his favorite space is right here on my desk. So he's gonna be chilling out there while we do this video. Last time on my Job Chronicles, we were discussing my job at Falas Palalas, my favorite job of them all. Ultimately, I had to leave that job because it was time to go back to school for my junior year. So saved up a little bit of money, bought my textbooks, got all that. But it was still kind of end of July going into August, and classes didn't really start until the middle of August. So I kind of wanted to lock down a job that I could possibly do while taking my classes at the same time, because I couldn't really imagine going back to living a college life without money. So there is a center located at that school that was specifically for helping students find work. They had directed me to an online portal that the school had made for students basically to get jobs on campus. I applied for a job at the school recreation center and a bunch of other places, but the one that actually got back to me about an interview was the recreation center. I found some pictures and I'm gonna put them right here so that you can see kind of what the inside of the recreation center looks like. The amenities that it had were 2 basketball courts, a heavyweight area, an area with a bunch of treadmills on the top and bottom floor. There was a 2nd floor running track, a mini gym area that they call the Red Room, a racquetball court, a still semi-new swimming pool. I was actually present for its opening, so I think it's only but a little more than 3 years old, but it still looks nice. And an indoor soccer field towards the back of the entire gym. I can't remember what day of the week I was interviewed, like that even matters, but the main question that I can remember is, have you ever had experience in a gym?
Nope.
Seeing that I have memory of my job experience there, I guess I answered all the questions correctly. So, moving on. I cannot remember the length of the training, but the thing that was significant about it was it wasn't like an individual training like my other past jobs. This was actually a group training where I was paired with maybe 4 or 5 other people, and the whole training was us pretty much just bonding and working as a team, getting to know each other, and basically just being a unit of college students. Pretty much my boss ultimately wanted everyone to focus on teamwork and good team spirit. Definitely a lot of group activities, and there were icebreakers, and I think there was even a massive treasure hunt. During that time also, I was certified in first aid and CPR, so basically I was like a hero.
That is not correct.
Another part that I can remember that kind of came back to me was definitely there was a plot twist at the end of the training. So pretty much what our boss did, after we went through this long training, all in groups, getting to know each other, exchanging numbers and becoming pretty much best friends, our boss decides to get everybody and be like, all right, for the rest of the semester, you guys are no longer gonna be in your current groups. We're gonna mix you up and throw you out to the wolves. When is it a good idea to just rip people apart like that? I had already thought that these people were just the coolest people to be paired up with, and then you can't mess with a child's heart like that. Next, I'm gonna show you guys kind of little photos that I found and dug up of what my uniform kind of looked like. We also had to wear walkie-talkies, and we were required to tuck in our shirts to our pants and wear a belt so that, you know, we could look, you know, nice and put together. And then the belt was nice because the walkie was kind of heavy. So if you're wearing like some gym pants and you put a heavy ass walkie on there, your gym pants are basically falling off. As for my work schedule, I recalled that I used 2 days a week. I used to work like a 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. shift, and then the other 3 days of the week were kind of like evening shifts after classes I had on those days. So I never really had time conflict, so I think the schedule was okay. But I pulled up some video from my old Snapchat of that time, and I'm gonna like react to it real quick.
Man, I just realized I'm gonna have to do this 2 times a week for the rest of the semester, or the rest of the years I'm here.
Like, I look like I'm about to cry, but I just know that I'm just tired and groggy because it's like, the time's right there. It was like 5:29 in the morning.
My shift at the rec starts at 5:45 in the morning till 10.
Till 10. So it seems like I got over it. Look, I thought I was about to like go in on it, but I guess I got over it. Just to list off a couple of duties, I actually have to write these down because there's so many. There were a couple of duties, of course, working at a gym that all employees must comply to. Some of the duties that I had to do was like constantly cleaning the equipment. Let's see. We had to rotate gym locations every hour. So I also found this video. This is what I used to do while I was doing my rotations, and I thought I was so cool. That song was pretty good though. That song was a banger. So yes, we had to do that every hour, constantly walking the mini area that you're staying at for that hour and watching out for patrons, just making sure everybody who's working out is doing okay. You know, making sure that they don't lift too much and die or be like... and stuff like that was definitely not okay. One more crucial thing was continuously studying the CPR and first aid manuals we were given on our own time. I don't know how many other people actually did that on their own time, but there was a CPR and first aid book just sitting in right of one of the stations. One of the smallest stations, called the Red Room, which is like upstairs, had a CPR and first aid manual there. And yeah, you're still supposed to like walk around to make sure everyone's okay, but everyone was still technically in my view. So while I was walking, I was like holding it in my arm and just like skimming through it real quick. One thing I will admit that benefited me after working at that job, after working there, I learned a lot more about how equipment is supposed to be used, so it encouraged me to go to the gym like on my own time. Like not just for work, and actually try stuff out and see if I can better my health. I was planning on staying at the job for the entirety of the semester, which I did, and I was also kind of thinking ahead, like, do I want to like renew this and do it for my next semester? I wasn't really feeling it because me personally at the time, I was young with energy and I needed more stimulation from my job. My boyfriend at the time, now husband, he was working at this other place and they were looking for help, so he decided to bring me in, and that led to my next on-the-spot interview, but I'm gonna leave that story for the next video. If you are new to my channel, please do me a huge favor and check out the rest of my content that I have here. I hope that you find something that you'll enjoy. If you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for stopping by just to hear one of my stories or see what I'm up to. Please also do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on your notification bell so that you can always be up to date on any videos or content I decide to put out. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. What? That's all I got. Why are you still here? You want a bonus job? I had like one mini job in between the next one and the recreation center, but I don't really even know if I'd call it a job. Like, I was in UTSA's marching band for that semester also, so it was a busy semester for me. But during basketball season, they did have an opportunity for some of the band members to sign up to play music, you know, during halftime or during breaks at the basketball games, and they hooked me up with a sweet $600 check at the end, so I ain't mad about it. But yeah, with that job, my best friend was also in the band too, so me and him worked at the Tower of the Americas, so pretty much we brought all of our tomfoolery to that job as well.
Oh my God. Get him, Alex! Get him! Yeah! Oh my God!
Alright, you've been here for too long. I gotta go. Like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, comment, do what you gotta do, because I swear to God, in the next 5 seconds, this channel's gonna...